Hey, how y'all doing? This is Neil from ipaintgirls.com, where you can find more free tutorials. The link is in the description. So here I'm showing how to draw, or I am drawing, Psylocke. Is it Psylocke or Psylocke? I'm pretty sure Psylocke. Anyway, so if anyone knows, correct me if that's wrong. So the first thing I always do when I'm sketching is I start out with some sort of skeletal thing. I don't always. I mean, if I know the pose very well and I've done it many times, or I have some sort of reference, then I don't necessarily need to do all of this. But this is all from head, so I like to have some sort of reference point. And for me, that's a skeletal type drawing to start off with. So anyway, then I start putting in the meat put the meat on the bones, so to speak. Put the breasts and the curves where I know they're going to be and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, this whole entire sketch only took 20 minutes, so it's a pretty quick one. I probably could have done it in 10 minutes. I don't know. I bet you if I did it again, I can do it in 10 minutes. But anyway, so because I've already drawn it once now, so the second time it'd be much faster. Right, and I didn't really. I kind of knew what she looked like from memory a little bit, but not totally, so I had to go online prior to doing this drawing and actually look what she looked like. That is, like how her suit was and everything. I think I got everything right, I'm not sure. I was kind of lazy, I didn't really feel like drawing hands, so I just did the magic around her hands instead. Hands, for me, I really have to think about them to get them right. I have to do a few sketches and stuff. I just don't want to spend the time to do that. It would have taken me probably another 5 minutes just to get the hands how I like them. Hands are a bitch for me. I don't know why, but I really have to work at hands. I should just do a bunch of hands for the next little while. Anyway, so what I'm doing here right now, after I have in the main sketch, is I'm using a I don't know what it's called, but it's basically just a rolled up cloth type paper, and it's a smudge tool basically for pencils, and I do that for her skin. That way the shading for her skin will be very light. Now on the camera it kind of showed up dark. It's not that dark on paper, but it's good to use the smudge to do all your shading for skin, and then clothing, use your pencil. That way there's a difference between your clothing and your pencil. So as you can see, once I have all the curves and everything down, then I just start clothing her, and now I'm just marking the different parts for highlights, and then going in and shading around the highlights, since I don't have an electronic eraser. Otherwise I could add some really thin lines with that. I should probably get one, but I don't really sketch by pencil that much anymore. I do most of my sketching on my now on my Cintiq pad, which pretty much feels just like sketching anyway, except for that it's a lot more versatile. But even before, I did most of my sketching with my Intuos. So right, anyway, so I'm just darkening up the outer lines for they show up more. Now I'm zooming in, not zooming in, but I'm pulling it close for a second just to kind of see what I've gotten so far. And I recommend, if you're watching this and the top of the video says still processing, that green thing on the top of the video, don't watch it yet. I don't know why YouTube even lets people watch it before it's finished processing, but just come back, wait till it finishes processing and watch it, because it'll look much better. And once it finishes processing, make sure you choose the 480p. I guess that's as high as my webcam goes, but hey, it's better than my other one, so it looks pretty good. So just choose the 480p there at the bottom, and it'll look good. So what I had to do here, I was just showing the size of her head. It's like about as big as the tip of my finger. But what I was doing here is I used my mechanical pencil with a hard lead just to kind of put my guidelines for the face in there, and then I have this really soft 6B lead in my clutch pen, or my clutch pencil, and then I sharpened it on a piece of sandpaper that it's like an artist sandpaper pad thing. You can like rip little pieces of sandpaper off, and there's a whole bunch of them on there. And so I sharpened it with that to get a really nice fine tip, because her face is so tiny. I wanted to put some detail in there, and here we go. I'm showing the detail of the face I was able to put in there. Wow, if I can just keep it still, I guess, because it's going in fast motion. Don't worry, I'll show regular motion here in just a second at the very end. Once we get to when I zoom in again, I'm almost done. I forgot the armband, so I'm putting her arm stuff in there right now. I noticed after I was looking at it, up close. Right, so there it is, and here we go.